Okay, Emily. All right. Well, thank you very much for joining me today. If we can start off just by introducing yourself and a little bit of background about you. So your name, your major, what program you went in, and sort of what led you to choose SIT.
Okay, so my name's Emilie Van Sant. I'm a senior at Tufts University. I did SIT, the food lab 1-month program last summer. I am an international relations and environmental studies major here with a focus on food systems. So the SIT is compatible with what I've been learning here and a really good opportunity to explore my studies in the classroom abroad. So I've heard good things from people who've done SIT before. I know like someone who did the Vietnam and South Africa health program the semester. She loved it. And so she recommended that I look at some programs. And I was already abroad for a semester in Madrid last spring, and I wasn't really ready to go when it ended. So I was looking for a way to kind of extend that. And this 1-month program seemed like the perfect fit. So that's kind of and eventually go on the program.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay, well, tell me a little bit about your ISP, what you chose for that. Your communal project at the end.
Oh, yes, sorry. We had a lot of it was formulated what we were going to do as we went along. It wasn't like we didn't have a set list of projects at the beginning. We kind of did a lot of brainstorming, and I ended up working on local food classroom tools about local food for to be used in elementary schools in Sikkim. And so we made an alphabet chart of local foods, and after we did like community, got a sense of what items. Well, the hardest part honestly was finding a different item for every letter of the alphabet, but that aside, it involved community interviews and kind of asking different members about foods like traditional foods that are grown in the area that are commonly, not some that were used in recipes for like past generations but aren't used as commonly now, and like just kind of a way to revitalize and like reintroduce foods into the community and like have children associate these foods with the surrounding ecosystem and environment, because a lot of the time, a lot of the classroom tools that they are adopted from Western classroom settings and didn't seem as relatable. The joint venture to reintroduce local foods and then get kids acquainted with what's growing around them.
That's great, putting it back in the local context. That's fantastic. Was this your first time sort of doing, our summer labs they're very communal, they're very, sort of group project oriented. Was this your first time experiencing something like that?
Sorry.
Was this your first time sort of working in a very tight-knit group on a project like this?
Definitely my first this kind of, it felt like almost like it felt like an anthropological project. Like it was very community involved, doing a lot of interviews and traveling around to different households, and so our group was about 5 students, right? 6 students, and we split out. We had 3 different projects. So Nora for the alphabet, the classroom tools, and so that was. Yeah, it was more of like a partner project in that sense, but then our whole group kind of got together and like helped each other out with the various aspects of our other project. So it was pretty tight knit. Yeah, I think it's my first time doing that kind of, but I've done a lot of group projects just throughout college, so it wasn't my first group project.
Okay, good. Well, is there something that you wish you had known before departing that you'd like to pass along to other prospective students?
Something I wish I did? Is that what you said?
Something you wish you had known before departing.
Oh, okay. I honestly, this is just like not specific to the program, but I wish I had packed. I think I overestimated how much I would need, and I underestimated I overestimated how much I would need and underestimated how conservative I like. When I say conservative, I just mean like pants versus shorts and stuff like that. So I think it's important to really, and I was from what I brought to Spain, so I had like a limited amount to bring. So I guess when it comes to like, just do some research before packing. You never need as much as you think you do. And go into it with a really open mind and be flexible. I mean, you know, with traveling, you learn that flexibility is one of the most important things, and like that's definitely true for this. I had an amazing time, and like it was great, but definitely required a lot of just flexibility and adaptation to a new environment. So that was important.
Absolutely, one of the greatest skills you learn through traveling if they're studying abroad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, is there any other information that you'd like to share that we didn't cover?
I think it would depend on like if anyone had to ask me something specific. I had to make still in touch with all the other students on my program, and we're still pretty close. And we talk about all the time how we wish we could go back because it was such an amazing experience. And IT staff on our program were awesome. To Tara and Tulochin and Awadesh, they were just amazing. I don't know if that's ever passed along to them, but
fantastic to hear. Thank you.
Yeah.
And nice to hear that you guys are still in touch. I think those bonds that you create and study abroad are really, really important like that.
Yeah, especially because it was such a foreign, like none of us had ever been to India before. It was such a foreign environment, and it was very rural. We were all just thrown into something totally unfamiliar. So I think that really bonded us. But it was wonderful.
Good. Okay, well, Emilie, thank you very much
to anyone else
to speak with me today and sharing that information.
Yeah, no problem. Glad to help.